What is up YouTube? This is your host Yasin Nizami, and if you're new to my channel, I'll welcome you and thanks for joining in. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button because if you don't do it, you will be missing a lot of content like this one that I will be publishing on a weekly basis. So today's topic is talk about the stress test announcement that came out from the regulatory body in Canada. And without further ado, let's dive into it. When this news came out, I was kind of laughing that all these bankers and chief economists from these banks, they were yelling and asking for government intervention to cool down this this superheated real estate market. But the truth is, as you know, and if you have been watching my videos previously, that these bankers are the ones that actually created this whole mess, or we can say the bubble in creation. And now they are asking government to help and make some intervention to make some changes in the policy to cool down the market. Well, of course, I'm not naive or stupid. I know that these banks are publicly traded companies and they have CEOs, answerable to, shareholders and board of directors. And of course, they don't want to curb the lending business, right? This is their business that they want to expand and they don't want to lose the market share against competitors. So at the same time, they want to continue pumping the lending and making it easy for consumers to borrow money and buy assets. But at the same time, they're asking government to make some intervention and make some policy changes to basically slow down the market. And of course, when this happens, then the government has to do some interventions. This is one of the first steps that we saw from government, that they are basically introducing, or I should say, increasing the stress test limit. Now, for those of you who do not understand stress test, this was introduced a few years ago by government, again, to cool down the market. But it is basically, even though you're getting interest rate around 2% today, but you will be qualified by the lending authority or banks to at a higher rate, in a sense that they will be qualifying you just in case if the rates goes up, you will not be defaulted on the payments. So that's the purpose of stress test, to basically qualify you for the worst case scenario so that you can still be making payments in the future if things go wrong. That level today currently sitting at 4.79. Okay, so even though if you're getting 2% from RBC or CIBC, you will be assessed and qualified at 4.79 today in order to qualify for the mortgage. Going forward from June, the regulatory body in Canada, they announced that they're increasing that stress test level to 5.25. So post June, when you go and try to get lending for your house purchase or anything like the asset purchase, you will be assessed based upon the 5.25 stress level, not 4.79. So your qualifying criteria is going to get tougher, right? Now, a lot of people are thinking that, this stress test will slow down the market, is gonna, cool down the craziness in the market. A little bit, maybe. But if you look at it, the type of people who will be affected by this stress test will be the first-time home buyers, who are basically inching closer in order to get to the property ladder and getting their mortgage, approved. They are the ones who will be affected and left. They're not the ones who are basically driving this market, aren't they? Right? It's the speculators, it's the investors, it's the wealthy buyers who have plenty of cash available and have multiple income sources that they can show to qualify more borrowing, more mortgage. Those are the kind of people who are basically driving this market, the reason behind the superheated real estate market. These people will not be affected by this, right? So thinking about this stress test will slow down the market, I think it's not really, because the people who will be affected are the first-time bottom level buyers. The top level buyers, the speculators, the wealthy buyers who have plenty of cash will not be affected by this. So I just wanted to share with you guys so that you guys can understand what's going on in the market, and will this stress test be a real factor in terms of slowing down this market, or is it just a lip service or kind of a symbolic move from government that they can show that hey, look, we are doing something to cool off this market, don't worry, the help is coming. But in reality, it's not going to make a huge difference. It's going to be like a drop in the ocean kind of analogy that I can use for you. That's it from me. I hope this is helpful for you. If you like it, give me a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss any future content like this. I would like to hear from you. What do you think about this? What's happening in the market? What is your fear and thoughts about the market, the overall economic condition in the country? Would like to hear from you. Put your comments down below and questions. I will try my best to answer them. If you need any real estate help, give me a call. I will be your local realtor in GTA and outside GTA as well. Until my next video, take care.